With the push of a button, people can go virtually everywhere. For some people, that means they never go anywhere. I call those people travel virgins. And it's about time they had a first time. Every virgin needs a chaperone. That's me. And this is the Travel Virgin. This is our subject, Boots. 36 years old, born and raised in Los Angeles, California. He's a smart, funny, very knowledgeable, seemingly worldly guy. But for all of his worldly knowledge, Boots has never been anywhere. Never even been on a plane. But that's about to change.
Our first destination is Toronto. Now, a lot of you might think that's kind of a dull city to start off with, but that's only if you talk to people from Vancouver and Montreal. Truth is, Toronto is a very culturally vibrant, very cool city, and it happens to be my hometown. So we cooked up a few surprises and gave Boots a little taste of what Toronto and traveling is all about.
I'm a first-generation American Filipino. The only thing I know about anything outside of California is through the internet and TV and whatever I see media-wise.
Boots never traveled before. Every time Boots and I were taking the bus, he always does the poo-poo.
I always been afraid of heights somewhat, but I'm a roller coaster nut. I love that kind of stuff, so it doesn't really bother me, but the fact that the driver wheel is out of my hand, the steering wheel is not in my hand. And that's what scares me the most, is that some guy behind a wall up front that I cannot see is supposedly flying this thing. I have trust issues, I guess.
Do you think if Boots rides in an airplane, he'll poo-poo?
That's a good question. I wish not.
There are some fears that are tucked way deep down inside. And some of that is just basically leaving my parents here alone to tend to themselves. And that really makes it tough and difficult to leave for spans of, a week at a time and whatnot. They're very old and they're getting to that age where, they need someone at home.
Despite his reservations, Boots packs his bags, says goodbye to his parents, and heads off to LAX for the first time as a passenger.
I've been here many times to drop people off, pick people up, but never have I gone on any of these planes. So I've just boarded the plane, and I gotta tell you, I'm scared out of my mind. I think we have about 30 minutes before we take off. It sounds like there's a V8 engine powering this thing. It's really scaring the shit out of me. Okay. Anyway, I'll check in with you on takeoff. Thanks. Goodbye, everybody. This is it. This is takeoff. Woo! Holy shit. This is my flying buddy. He gave me his window seat. How cool is he? There's all I know. Bye-bye, home sweet home.
Just waiting for Boots to come out with his luggage.
That was the craziest ever.
How'd it go, bro? Yeah?
That was,
Drugs all right?
yeah, they're all right. All I know is my landing time was 4:20. I went in to check in my bag at LAX. The guy says, "Have a nice flight." I say, "Thank you. It's my first time." He goes, "Scary." What the f is that? What the f is that, man? Well, thanks for reassuring the confidence I have in your airline. Takeoff was, I was expecting a little bit of a rush, and I got it. As soon as we left the ground, I knew everything was out of my hands.
Next stop, Gerard Street East.
So it's his first time in a streetcar?
Yes. I wish we had these in LA. It'd be much easier to get around. I feel like I'm on a Disneyland ride. This is awesome. Look at the enormous amount of space in here. You can like barrel roll a 747 in here.
I gotta tell you, this is a lot better than I expected.
I'm a little hesitant to get on a Segway, but I am willing to do anything for the first time, and this is okay. I think I can handle it. During this tour, our tour guide took us around the distillery district, and he stops us at a certain corner and says, "Notice on the ground here this half circle of brick laid into the cobblestone." So we do. And he goes on to tell us that they had a big windmill at first and turned into a steam tower. Mr. Wart, the founder of this place, poor guy, jumped off this thing, and according to the tour guide, he landed right there. Right next to my Segway.
Welcome to Ontario Springwater Sake Company. We're the only sake brewery in Eastern North America. All spirits will have upwards of 400 flavor profiles. So in terms of compounds, sake is the most flavorful of any alcoholic beverage.
Wow, I had no idea. That's awesome.
These things are called tarus. Tarus are basically they were vessels that they kept sake in for transportation, again, during the turn of the century. And nowadays they're kept more ceremonial.
It'd be a great thing to have at a party.
Hey guys, I'm making some fresh sake. That'd be kind of awesome, yeah, I think you're right.
Look at this as kind of like the Japanese version of the champagne bottle. They wouldn't tie a big one of these and swing it against the hull of the boat by any means. But what they would do is they would do sort of a little bit of a ceremony, and they would take a hammer, as you see here, and they would crack the front of it. After they'd crack this, they'd fill up their masus or their chokos, and everybody would drink. What we have here is a signature beverage. It's called nama nama. Nama nama means unpasteurized sake.
Nama nama?
Nama 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 million.
With sake, every time we have a drink, we always like to say kanpai.
Kanpai?
K-N-P-A-I. What that means, basically, in its literal form, means dry your glass. But it's
I did not know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here we go.
Kanpai.
Kanpai.
What do you think?
It's really light.
It's
It doesn't have that like sort of
Like tequila pow.
big kick.
Yeah. It's so smooth.
So what do you guys think of our brewery?
Oh, I love it.
Freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm just so amazed at what you guys are able to do in such a small space.
Yeah.
It's fantastic,
Yeah.
dude. The last time I had sake was a hot sake, and I ended up
No way.
on my face in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
It was at Koi. It's a restaurant in Beverly Hills, and it's pretty
really
fancy
high-end.
schmancy. And I just kept going and going and going and going. And next thing I know, I said, I gotta go to the bathroom. And they didn't see me for about 45 minutes because I was taking a nice nap on the tile.
We are on the road to Niagara Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the modern world.
My only experience with Niagara Falls was Superman 2.
Okay, let's go. Feel I missed? Then you can walk down there.
This is exactly what I wanted to see.
Yep.
I mean,
Tweet
there's
a picture of it.
nothing like this at home, I'll tell you
Oh,
that
no.
much.
And that's not the biggest part of it.
This isn't the biggest
No.
part.
We're about to go there.
Okay, all right, well, let's go have at it. Wow. This is ginormous. After only witnessing this stuff on the computer and whatnot and through movies and TV, it's just finally nice to see the real deal and smell it and just feel the mist on my face. Wow, this is like heaven on earth, I guess. I mean, it's amazing what our planet has to offer. Awesome, truly awesome. Unbelievable. Those brave souls are going right into the middle of it. And that boat's about to crash into the cliffs or something.
No,
No?
this is dark water.
Okay. Am I gonna get a chance to get on that boat?
No. We're gonna take you on something a little bit different.
Hey, here we go. First boat ride. It's gonna be a doozy. This is a fat one. When I think of a boat, I think of all this rocking and waving and the sea and the ocean, it's the waves. There was none of that. This is a jet boat. Boom, it's going. We're on these rapids and I'm catching water to the face like I'm being baptized or something. It's ridiculous. So much water is hitting me. I could swear I could catch a salmon in my mouth. That's how much water was coming at me. If you're looking to get drenched, have fun, and the time of your life, I highly recommend Jet Boat. Jet Boat! I'm gonna have to go SoCal with it and go barefoot because I am drenched. I don't even know why they bothered with the bottom half.
We're on our way to Peterborough Airport to fly over Rice Lake. We're going to take them on a tiny, tiny little plane.
I'm going through a whole new set of fear and emotions within 24 hours. For all the people out there who've never been on a plane, I'm trying to do this for everybody. In this town is a little lake called Rice Lake, and apparently we were gonna take a plane ride around it in a small Cessna. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, what are we doing on a little plane?
All right, boys, you ready for this?
No.
You're flying the plane, man. You better be ready for this.
I'm ready.
Right, we did not know that Boots was going to be flying the plane, so that's a little
Oh
disconcerting.
man, what the hell are you guys making me do right now?
Okay.
I don't even know how this thing works. It's not a regular belt buckle.
The seat belts are old-fashioned style seat belts. Emergency exits. This is going to be your emergency exit here. There's a fire extinguisher down here. If in any case I need to use it, I'll reach down here and get it. Remember, if we crash, there are no do-overs.
Alrighty. We got in this little Cessna. It's basically a Datsun with wings. Everyone's in the back. I'm in the front. This seat's empty. Instructor comes up and asks me straight up to my face, "You ready to fly today?"
Peterborough traffic, Golf Econ Jacko, roll with 109.
Is that a bee or a fly? Okay. Taking off in that little Cessna, I gotta tell you, is one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. Because as soon as we took off, there was heavy crosswinds. We dipped easily, maybe 10 feet. As soon as we took off, it was like, and this guy's telling me I'm doing fine. We're flying, guys. If I pull all the way back, we're going vertical. We're doing Top Gun. And I'm not Top Gun, dude. I'm not Maverick, I'm not Goose, I'm not the Iceman.
How you doing, Boots?
I'm pretty scared. It's his plane, he knows what he's doing. Yeah, it's old, but so is my Camry.
Only video games. That was insane, man. I can't believe I just flew a plane. Probably want to take over right about now.
He had me line it up to land, right? And as we're landing, the plane starts shifting. So I'm like this, coming at you. You're the runway. Next thing you know, the plane's going like this. And he's still telling me, I'm doing good. You're doing great. Are you serious?
Not me.
Dude, you just landed a plane.
Holy moly! I can't believe I just did this. I can't get it out of my system. What I just experienced. This is gonna live on forever and ever in my memory. Thank you so much.
Very good. I'm glad we're a part of it.
So we're here tonight at the Dorsey Home Experience Design Studio for the Travel Virgin. And Boots, our host, is here tonight.
I'm Boots, the Travel Virgin. Yes.
Right now we're showcasing Toronto because it's my hometown. And he's never been anywhere, so I thought my hometown was a good place to show him.
Boots came in this week on his first plane ride ever.
Turbulence all the way here. And the very next day, he flew a plane.
Still quite a blur still.
You know, a lot of where we are at today in the world is we got to find engaging and interesting people, and I think Boots is one of those people.
He flew a Cessna over Rice Lake. Didn't know he was going to do it.
Yeah. So I went from being a passenger on my first plane to taking the yaw in my own hands.
So apparently you can do a 5-minute lesson and then fly a plane. Like, when the hell did that happen? I thought 9/11 stuff then.
I had the instructor next to me, thank God. He had enough experience for me to feel comfortable. I'm totally lying. This guy was scaring the crap out of me. All I know is through social media, through TV, through the computer, and it's about me breaking out and experiencing it for myself. Most of my knowledge is kind of based toward, how do you say this? Ancient relics, ancient alien type stuff. Yeah, it's been a bunch of firsts. It's been a bunch of firsts. I'm still dying for my first poutine.
Hey y'all, here we go. Hogtown. This is for Hogtown, baby. What the hell, man? Every night and day I go and say. I'm on my way to the airport. This is it. And in the words of Biggie Smalls, it was all a dream. At least that's what it seemed like. This has been a fantastic time. That reminds me of home right now. There you go. That's what I'm going home to. But I can't thank Toronto enough for letting me come and do my thing out here. It's been amazing. I'm coming home, baby, now.
This is it.
This is it, man. Thanks for the awesome time.
We're happy to.
T.O., thanks for the awesome time.
So he came, he saw, he had poutine, he flew a plane, and we hope Boots is a little wiser for the experience. Because that's what it's all about, is putting your digital knowledge into practical use. It's a whole big wide world out there and you don't want to miss it.
I gotta tell you, the natural fear of traveling is all gone. It's been wiped off my shoulders, and I'm ready to go again, and I can't wait. There's so many other places out there that I'd like to see, and the whole world's out there waiting for me.
My daughter is psychic. I'm psychic.
Okay. It's a beautiful
I'm
gift,
actually
though.
an alien originally. I don't know if you believe in aliens, but
Yes.
I'm actually like not from this earth.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da